Because you're gonna feel as though like you're in a pit, like slamming on some tables, like, whoa, da, da. Yeah, that's how you're gonna feel. Because I was like, yeah, I don't know who the I was rooting for. Because I watched the Godzilla movie, so in my mind I was like, yeah, I'm rooting for Godzilla. But something about... Hey guys, what's good? No, what's really good? Today we are back from the viewpoint of my bed, but that does not mean we do not have access to Molly's world, where we hop in the director's seat, sip on our treats, and get into the real good deets. And today, it is the battle of the battles, the king of the kings. So, without further ado, let's get into the movie review of Godzilla vs. Kong. Action. Of course, you know, I love to start off with my actors, and I have to give props to Mellie. Yes. Continuing her role from the previous Godzilla movie, she is back and in action and on her adventures with her stubborn mind, but I don't blame her. That stubbornness has to come from somewhere, and it was definitely her mother and her father. And we unfortunately have to say rest in peace to her mom, because she previously passed away in the last movie. But that did not stop this little girl from discovering the truth. And the movie starts off with this man talking about how he might be a whistleblower, and he's into some type of exposing this company for what they're doing. The company that he's about to expose is the Apex company, which apparently owns all the money in the entire world, like every corporation out there. And they are building this thing that we don't know what the thing is that they're building yet. But this black man, Bernie Hayes, is now here telling this little girl, Mellie, that Apex is onto something. And that is why Godzilla attacked the company in the beginning. And as the movie continues to unravel, of course, you know, Kong gets dragged into it. Here we have Apex trying to find the power source that fuels these titans and what makes them them and so invincible and so strong. And the only way to get to that is to get to this space in the earth that the titans used to live, or where they came from. And the only way they can get to that space is by using a titan. As they're using him, Godzilla said, wait, hold up. I sense another alpha in the premisphere. Like, what's good? Like, what's really good? So Godzilla rolls up on Kong while he's trapped on this ship, chains and everything. And let's just say round one went to Godzilla. I was rooting for Kong, I really was. But in the process of that, one of the most emotional moments to me in the movie happened. Gia walked out in the rain to talk to Kong. Now, Gia is deaf. She can't hear. She uses sign language to speak to Kong, but they did not know that. So Gia goes out and speaks to Kong using sign language, and we see her communicating with him, but we don't see him responding until finally the woman who is in charge of Gia comes out and is trying to ask her what's going on. And she explains that Kong is afraid, he's sad, he wants to go home. And she's like, how do you know that? And Gia responds and says, because he told me. And then the camera pans up, and then Kong is signing what seems to be the word home. What in the world? Like, he knows sign language. So the entire time that she's sitting there communicating into Gia in sign, Kong could read everything she was saying. And I was just like, wow, y'all not about to deceive this gorilla and use him and then kill him after y'all get to y'all power source. But with that being said, they did find their power source. They convinced Kong that it was home, and it actually was a home for Kong. And Kong seemed very familiar with everything there. And I was like, wow, this feels like a breath of fresh air, and then boom, zooms back to little Miss Mellie meddling around with things. She finds out that Apex is building a mega Godzilla, like the robotic version of him. And with all things haywire, of course, you know, they lost control of that great big machine. And while that great big machine is powering up, Godzilla and Kong are outside going at it. And guess who wins round 2? My boy Kong came back with the back at it again with the doop doop doops. And he had his little, you know, power axe doing the thing. But yeah, he came back. So round 2 went to Kong. But round 3, Kong had to surrender. My boy, you know, he got his shoulder dislocated. And he was, you know, a 1 down. So Godzilla kind of, you know, cheated. But we're going to let him slide on that because Kong nearly died. And I would have rathered him survive than Godzilla, you know, do his little blue mouth thing and tear my little boy to shreds. So we're glad that he survived. But in the end, like we suspected, or at least I predicted the entire time that somehow they were going to do this, that Kong and Godzilla team up to take out the Mega Godzilla. But I loved the shot of Kong ripping that lizard thing to shreds and then screaming to the top of his beautiful gorilla chest. Yes, something about Kong. Don't judge me. The camera angles, the music, the way they made you feel as though you were actually there, like battling. I suggest your treat for this movie is a bucket of popcorn and 2 Coronas, because you're gonna feel as though like you're in a pit, like slamming on some tables, like whoa, da, da. Yeah, that's how you're gonna feel. Because I was like, yeah. I don't know who the fuck I was rooting for, because I watched the Godzilla movie, so in my mind I was like, yeah, I'm rooting for Godzilla. But something about King Kong, you know, the apes, you know, him being King Kong the Alpha, just something about him. But anyways, I'm just saying, if you guys want anything to watch this weekend, please get on HBO Max right now. It is worth the watch. If you've seen this review, unfortunately, I spoiled some things, but it is still worth a watch because I'm probably going to watch it again. If you enjoyed this review, please scroll down, hit subscribe, then hit the notification bell so you get notifications and updates from when I post. Comment down below. Let me know if you think Godzilla should have won or Kong actually won. Who do you think is actually king? Because if Godzilla's king of the monsters and King Kong is King Kong, then who do you think is actually king? Let me know down below. I love you guys so much. Until next time. Mwah.